Hello everyone, welcome to CodeNCareer. So this is your mentor Shubham Dubey and I will be giving you a complete session of HTML where this session would be in English in priority. If you want another session in Hindi, just give a comment. So I will start a series where the pure lecture would be in nature of Hindi as well. Right now, this session and this playlist would be in English so that the audience of proper English in nature, it would be comfortable for them as well. Right now, I am just here with this video regarding the HTML roadmap. So basically, today we will talk about that if you are learning HTML from starting, from the beginning, if you are learning HTML, what should be your roadmap and how you will build or work on the basic things which are required. So HTML learning roadmap, this I am starting. Also, if you want a PDF, you just need to comment the PDF and I will send the link to you as well, or I will attach the link directly into the segment. Fine. So the first part is that from where we are getting started. Fine. So we will be getting started as usual from the basic definition of HTML. If we want to set up an environment, because you need to understand that there should be an environment or something where you are working on a particular coding language, programming language, or even the markup language as well. So a text editor is important and the browser where it would run. For an example, right now I am opening this PDF in the Microsoft Edge. So as usual, I need to open my HTML document as well somewhere where it is the browser. How to design the structure of an HTML document, that like what are the things like doc type, HTML, head, body, multiple things are required here. What are all those things? We will just see into the sessions. Basic building blocks of HTML like headings, paragraphs, line breaks. For an example, if you are writing something, you need to break a line and then you are writing something. So BR tag, HR tag, comments, how we do the comments part for our other editors to also edit the things if in case we are working with a team or someone. Then the text formatting part, basically bold, italic, underline. This is the formatting part of the text, basically, which is done with the help of just HTML. Superscript and subscript. For an example, x square is superscript, 2x is subscript. So there are few things. Emphasis, that means giving emphasis on a word or something. Strong means again the parts of italic as well as bold only. Quotations and code. Quotations, for an example, if someone, some author or some writer has written a quote or something, it should be presented accordingly. And also the code, so the q, code, pre, these are all the segment which we use in HTML. Basically, links and navigation. So for an example, anchor tag to create a URL or a link or something where it would be redirected. Absolute versus relative paths. Absolutely you are going, or relative to someone you are going. So these are the things. Linking to sections. For an example, ID, anchor tag. Fine. Opening links in new tab. For an example, if you want to open a link into a new tab, if you want to open in the same tab, it is already given. But if you want to open in a new, there is equals to blank part where new tab is opened. Okay, then fifth point, working with the images. This is very important, guys. You need to understand that today is the scenario where images, videos, they define everything. Attributes, src, source, alt, width, height, these are all the attributes of an image. Image linking, for an example, clickable image. If there is an image or something where we are clicking on it and we are redirected towards some other page, fine. Next thing is the list part, ordered list where numbers are given, unordered list where points, bullet points, or the squares or something else are given. Fine. Description list. This is also important. For an example, a definition and then a description. Fine. So these few things are important, and ultimately you guys need to make something out of it so that it is ultimately usable. Then tables. So as usual, you have seen tables in MS Excel. If in case, if not, we will see the tables here. So table, TD, TR, TH, all these things are like table data, table row, table head, borders, col span, column span, row span, basic table styling, every part is given here. Next, forms and input. So form part is where you need to create a complete form. For an example, you have seen this Google form. So the Google form is of the type where you create a Google form and just push it. Fine. Input types text, email, password, number, checkbox, radio, file date, multiple things are there, guys. Labels and placeholders, submit button, reset button. So a few more things are there. Then drop downs, select and text areas where a text area is given. For an example, drop down where a multiple options are given and you need to select one. Text area where a long column is given. Usually we do comment here to give more words. So this is the part of forms and input. Then the semantic HTML tag. Fine. Where we use more enhanced header, navigation part, section, article, aside, footer, difference between a div and a span. So how much place a div takes and how much place a span takes. Fine. Importance of semantics for SEO and accessibility. SEO means search engine optimization. These are the things also involved. Then the multimedia part. Fine. Multimedia, again, I told you that these are the most important things which are required into our website nowadays. So audio, video, and the iframe. For an example, if there is a YouTube video, but the YouTube video is running on your website, so you need or you require an iframe to put this thing into your multimedia account. Advanced concepts, for an example, HTML entities and copy and LT and NBSP. Meta tags, these meta tags again are important for SEO friendly nature of the website. Favicons, the icon in the top, for an example, this PDF icon you can see. So these are the favicons. Fine. File paths, either absolute or relative in nature. Then, if in case responsive and modern HTML. So responsive means, for an example, if an HTML is working on a laptop or a desktop screen, so the size is this much. But if we are using it on a phone, so the size is around this much. Fine. So the responsive and the modern HTML. Introduction to viewport meta tags. Again, the meta tags which are in viewport. See, what is a viewport? Basically, a viewport could be a desktop, like wise you are seeing me into your desktop. So the screen could be bigger, but if you are seeing me into your phone, so there could be a difference between the screens. Fine. Forms with required pattern and validation. Accessibility basics like alt, area label. So all these things are again important. And the most important, or I could say the second last part is connecting with CSS and JavaScript. So how to connect with the CSS part and the JavaScript part? This is important because now these are the second and the third steps which are involved in making a website workable. So inline, internal and external CSS, adding a JavaScript link in the script tag. This is a tag part where you need to add JavaScript. Importance of separations of concern. Fine. Then we could practice some projects like simple portfolio page, resume website, registration form with validation. For example, if we did a registration but we validated, so we are already going with the form part, we will use this as well. Blog page with images, lists and tables. So these are the things which are involved, and if you want, you just need to do what? Just subscribe to our page, sorry, YouTube page, and also like our videos and comment if you want something else. See, particularly in this playlist, I will be keeping the things in English format, but if you want, I will push the videos in the Hindi format as well, but in the separate playlist. So this is the part of the roadmap. And from next classes, you will get the HTML from chapter number 1. So be with us so that at least you can get a quality content, and also you could be easily able to crack the interviews as well, because the reason being that ultimately in the interviews you need to practice all of the communication skills in English language. So hopefully I think that this channel would be helpful for your further success. Thank you and have a nice day.